Hallo meine lieben Freunde, hier ist Black Wolf C15 und willkommen auf meinen Stream. Oder auf meinen Kanal, sagen wir mal so. äh, wie ihr seht, sind wir wieder auf der Welt von Final Fantasy 16. Ja. Und zur kurzen Erläuterung zur letzten Folge, sage ich mal so. Wir haben sozusagen, oder Clive und seine Truppen haben die Mutterkristall oder The Mother Crystal zerstört, um die Welt, also diesen Mutterkristall hat eben sehr viele Energie sozusagen oder irgendwie die Welt halt so ein bisschen vergiftet und so weiter, dass es unfruchtbar gemacht wurde und so weiter, wie ihr bei den einen oder anderen Feldern so gesehen habt, dass es da halt ziemlich verpestet gewesen war oder vertrocknet, irgendwie sowas. Also unfruchtbar und so weiter, also die Böden und so weiter. Und genau, und deswegen hat dann Sid beschlossen, das zu zerstören. Und ja, und nach der Zerstörung kam ja ein Monster raus irgendwie und hat Sid so schwer tödlich verwundet, sodass er halt an seiner Verletzung dann hinterher lag. Und bevor er dann halt gestorben ist, hat er erstmal Clive seine Esper-Kräfte gegeben, also den von Ramu. Und wie ihr seht hier im Menü, unten ist ja diese Blitz-Schockwelle und Gewitter. Also ist ja Ramus Abilities halt eben. Das heißt, Clive besitzt sozusagen jetzt den Blitzelement. Und ja, und seitdem sind 3 Jahre vergangen und also es gab einen Timeskip und Clive hat sozusagen den Namen von Sid sozusagen übernommen. Also er ist sozusagen der neue Sid in diesen Widerstandsgruppe oder wie man das nennt. Ja, gut. Also gut, ja, jetzt passen da ungewöhnliche Dinge, sowas wie die Ritter, irgendwie die Ritter in Schwarz, die tauchen auf einmal auf und töten sozusagen jeden, die halt, ja, die das Königreich halt, gegen das Königreich halt wehrt. So, wo bin ich denn jetzt? Kehre ins Versteck zurück. Achso, anscheinend habe ich eine Mission erledigt, glaube ich. Stimmt, Martha wurde ja angegriffen, also die Zuflucht für die Träger gebracht hatte. Genau. Stimmt, da sind ja noch ein paar Nebenmissionen, oder? Mal gucken. Weltkarte kann ich noch öffnen, ne? Nebenmissionen sind da nicht mehr zu sehen jetzt erstmal. Ja genau, reisen wir das Versteck wieder zurück. Mal sehen, was da alles gibt.
Where's Gav?
Sprich mit Gav. Stimmt, Gav hat noch Neuigkeiten sozusagen zu verbreiten. Mal sehen, was er dazu sagen hat.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals.
Eine andere Mutterkristalle. Kristall.
4 Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Auf ins Meer oder das? Autotheke freigeschaltet. Bin mal gespannt, was da alles gibt. Neue Mission. So, folgende Einrichtungen sind jetzt im Versteck verfügbar. Die Kunden aus dem Landen, zum stillen Stifter, das Jagdbrett. Au! Jagdbrett hört sich schon mal gut an. Seltene Ware.
What are we waiting for indeed?
That broom's as ragged as...
Gott.
So Mather's all right.
Wo ist das Jagdbrett da?
This way.
Klar, das wäre
What's the matter, Nectar?
Nektar.
The hunt board. It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might, just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted. Right. The people of Valisthea, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. Then perhaps I can.
Kupo. Jagdbrett, genau. Was können wir da... Oh, einen von den 4 habe ich schon bereits erledigt. Der Engel des Todes. Sonnenpfad Sonnenbreck und der gebrochene Griff Rosaria. Dann gucken wir mal auf den Sonnenpfad Sonnenbreck rein.
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friends' donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just
Also so.
Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any? Here's everything we've received and everything promised.
Also, für das Abschließen von Nebenaufträgen erlangt Clive Ruhm, was anonyme Gewinner aus aller Welt dazu inspiriert, ihm Geld oder Gegenstände zur Unterstützung deiner Sache zukommen lassen. Schrieb mit Desiree beim stillen Stifter in der Messe des Verstecks, um Spenden anzunehmen oder zu erfahren, wie viel Ruhm du gesammelt hast. Interessant. Geschenke nehme ich gerne an. Immer her damit.
You earned this. You've already got that one. All yours.
Nice. Oh, das ist ein Berserker-Ring.
Best
Als
of luck
nächstes.
out there, Sid.
Und was haben wir hier?
How are you doing? Anything catch your eye?
Keine
Always
Aufträge.
something in there.
Ja, okay, da ist immer noch was. Da. Wie komme ich denn überhaupt dahin?
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Think it's alright to touch him?
Ist ja hier so ein Irrgarten, ey. Wenn man sich hier nicht auskennt.
Won't be long now, Martel. Sid, I am,
Is everything all right?
oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know,
It's good to know that
Martel's pride and joy. It was a I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Mhm. Warum nicht?
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some.
Dann werden wir das mal machen, ne? Also gut.
Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
you come through the forge today? It smells like a still. That room's as ragged as...
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab 'em right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least.
Ja, ich vermisse den alten Sid auch noch.
Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
The Cursebreakers sent that. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Mark. She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Toll, nur ein Accessoire für ein Zimmer. Langweilig. Ja, ich kann sonst nirgendwo anders reisen jetzt. Schade. Ich dachte, ich könnte ein paar Monsters erledigen. Muss wohl warten.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
Torgal hat eine Spur.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
Ach stimmt, da war sie ja gefangen.
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Blutsbande.
How far do you think?
Na gut, jetzt kann ich trotzdem doch mal wieder frei bewegen hier.
Mother's reach extends.
Oh, Amber.
Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Stimmt, ich habe ja Ambrosia.
Faster!
Wie cool. Der jagt mich ja hinterher. Aua. Hey. Du blödes Vieh. Greif mich einmal an und dann haut er ab. Das war überhaupt nicht nett. Ambrosia, der ist weg.
Fly, Ambrosia. All right.
Blaufeder.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Schwarzen Ritter.
must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think we're going hunting for outlaws. How'd you like that, boy? You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen it,
Natürlich habe ich die gesehen.
didn't you? At least I think there was a Black Shields. Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a Black Shield myself.
Okay, den will ich umbringen.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
Wer könnte sich sonst
Greetings,
trauen,
friend.
die zu töten?
We are travelers.
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pool.
Then we shall be on our way.
Dann schnell weiter.
These people live with a knife to their throats. In the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
Ready, girl? Run like the wind.
Brum.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the apothecary, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The Mother Crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Farewell.
This stay down.
Wo ist die Karte? Da. Eine Abzweigung. 2 verschiedene Richtungen kriegt es dann. Ich gehe mal hier den größeren Weg. Vielleicht gibt's hier was.
More of my mother's men.
Schwarzschilder. Yep.
of you, are there? Sick 'em! Garuda!
Ups.
Blood.
Blutspuren.
And still wet.
Okay. Von wem könnte es sein? Und Torgal hat was gefunden, glaube ich. Uh-oh.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel.
Ja, weil ihr Vollidioten
Why
seid.
then? We owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again.
I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria. Get him!
Bam, das ging ab. Na. Tja, da sehen wir es. Wer wird jetzt den hier foltern und ausfragen?
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you... We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
Okay.
Come on.
Salopp. Schokobus sind richtig cool. Okay, ein kurzer Ritt war das.
Be safe. Find something, boy. Death.
Oh. Nee, bitte nicht.
Found her.
Ach du Scheiße. Die wurden alle hingerichtet. Die kommen alle zu spät. Na super.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
Das ist abscheulich.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it.
Mhm. Schnell bitte.
We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Och nö. Ups, sorry. Das ist ja schrecklich hier, was sie hier angerichtet haben. Einen Goblin-Münze erhalten. Keine Ahnung, was man damit machen kann. Vielleicht verkaufen oder so? Och nö. Hier sehe ich aber jede Menge Leichen, ey. Bis zum geht nicht mehr. Was haben diese Menschen überhaupt angetan, ey? Hier auch. Dämonenschärpe. Gucken wir mal, was wir da alles gesammelt haben. Ich hab das zweimal irgendwie. Stimmt, ich könnte mir ein paar neue Fertigkeiten lernen, oder? Lebensflamme zum Beispiel. Oder was ist das hier? Ne, warte mal, hier ist ja noch was. Achso, ich kann meinen Dings verbessern, also Limit Rush erhöhen. Mit 2000 Punkte, aber egal. Achso, da. Na gut, ich glaube Lebensflamme, vielleicht irgendwann mal viel später. Lerne ich das mal vielleicht.
We're approaching Buick Bridge. Though I doubt the Empire would let us cross over to Rosalith.
Genau. Jetzt. Ja, mal gucken. Ziemlich starke Fähigkeit, aber ich glaube. Warte mal, stand da nichts vom Heilen oder so? Beschwöre gewaltige Pulse, die alle in der verbrennt und dabei teilweise wiederherstellt. Teilweise. Vergessen. Ich glaube, das ist besser. Mal gucken. Ja, okay. Ich kann hier... Hier lang also. Gucken wir mal. Was haben wir hier? Zu Ehren des Jubiläums der Gründung des großen Rosaria.
Who am I to sell?
They're all Rosarian.
Alle
But this is
Rosarien.
their home.
Okay. Jetzt kann ich wieder meinen Schokobo rufen. Ambriosa.
Fly, Ambrosia. All right.
Alter, wie lange geht das denn? Interessant, mir gefällt dieses Wirbelsturmangriff. Noch mehr Krabben. Die scheinen K.O. zu sein, also ich meine tot. Hä? Wird er gerufen oder wenn nicht? Da. Der Schoko mit der Augenklappe.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better.
Also ich komme hier nicht rein. Anscheinend ist das leer, diese Stadt hier.
Straight home now.
Ambriosa, hier. Oh, hoppla. Falsche Taste.
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
Okay. Ja, am Ziel angekommen, würde ich mal sagen.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-ridden dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here.
Oh, good enough for
Fuck off.
Hang you chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all.
I said, where were you, filth? Back to your style. Cut you down where you stand. Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Okay.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus.
Lazarus also, huh?
We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it
Wo
is
ist denn überhaupt
abandoned.
sicher? Ach, nächstes Kapitel hat schon angefangen jetzt. Gut.
The good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Und auf Wiedersehen. Ja. Bin wohl nicht so geschickt. So, Lazarus-Viertel. Mal sehen, was uns
This is nothing like I remember it.
hier erwartet.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Immerhin Kisten. Mit Materialien. Also rüberklettern will er hier anscheinend jetzt nicht. Okay, dann runterspringen.
Not abandoned then.
Oi! Visitors!
Uh-oh.
Apologies. We'll show ourselves out.
Uh-oh, umzingelt.
Or not.
Mir gefällt diese Combo jetzt schon. Wirbelwind, alle sind da gefangen und du kannst einfach volle Kanne mit einem Blitz Special draufballern. Nice.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
Moment, ist es nicht einer der Fußsoldaten gewesen damals?
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us.
wonder, it really is you.
It is. So, Wade.
We can speak inside.
Genau, Wade heißt er. Die Armen, ey. Die haben voll aufs Maul bekommen, ey.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far. And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge. Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Ja, dann helfen wir mal, ne?
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Hier ist ein Laden, ne?
What is it you require?
Einen Geierschall brauche ich erst recht nicht, das ist zu schwach.
I will be
kein
here
Schmied hier.
should you need aught else.
Egal.
Tell us then, Sir Wade.
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge, and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, The Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
How small exactly?
Small enough, now that I have you and Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So wait. The bearers from Oldale have been laid to rest.
Very good. Now make ready for battle.
As you command.
Okay.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
Flammen leuchten hell. Und was ist jetzt? Gruppenmitglieder. Im Verlauf der Geschichte werden sich gleich verschiedene Gefährten anschließen, die ihn auf seine Reise begleiten. Je nach was sein nächstes Ziel ist, können sie sich allerdings auch dazu entscheiden, ihm versteckt zu bleiben. Ein Gast. Begib dich zur Brücke. Gut.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible and fed their corpses to Stillwind. Suffice to say, that got their attention. It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Dum 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 dum.
I got me sideways. Come along now. The bastards are lucky on you.
Sind das aber
There they are.
Flüchtlinge?
On your command, my lord.
Gut, greifen wir an.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come!
Ja.
Die along with your flame!
Wir werden ja sehen, wer jetzt stirbt.
For us area!
For us area!
Rosaria!
The revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell!
Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another white man to fight their battles for them.
To me, boy!
More dragons.
Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Yep. Okay, fürs erste das hier überwunden. Ja, der Drache hatte etwas mehr... Oh, und
A
Dragomir.
noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Die haben was alle an der Waffel, ey. Aua. Das ist sehr schlecht. Sehr schlecht. Muss mich aber besser konzentrieren.
So wait! There's no one left to keep them occupied. We need to finish this.
You mean finish him?
Nochmal Heiltrank. Sohn der ewigen Finsternis bezwungen. Cool.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again.
Tja, dann schnell
I
die
often
Wurzel
wonder if the
zerstören.
nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Wieder zurück.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Ja, so schnell hier angekommen.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
Alter, die Schritte. Hört sich ja richtig bedrohlich an.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Ja. Er hat schon mit seiner Waffe eingetreten.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue!
Mhm.
You would mock me as well?
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant To Her Serene Holiness, Saint Sybil, the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against Church and Crown, I shall have thy head.
Ist das ein Theaterstück oder so, was er da jetzt durchführt? Ja, ich glaube, sein Onkel wurde jetzt überzeugt.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must
Ein
thou
Schauspielakt von den beiden.
still? Very
Krass.
well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Ein Theaterstück anscheinend. Krass.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint in the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
On your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it. I don't need to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle.
Okay.
Why then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Der ist ja richtig übermotiviert.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
Wieder im Versteck. Monstrositäten.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Was haben wir denn hier?
I didn't take you for a scholar, Ivan.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valis. I borrowed it from old Toad. Where's your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, from spit roasts to sweetmeat.
If it's my blessing, you'll...
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came... But you're made of sternest stuff.
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer.
Fantastic!
So...
Chance's stew. It was once the only a beast.
Does the book say any?
Well, only that the...
Roses. One of the butchers...
Marthas Rast wieder, hä? Puh. Ein Fleischer,
Thank you for
hä?
sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if
unwanted,
you're looking for Scorpion, used to chuck me, and even if they do these, I dare say.
Ja, anscheinend muss ich welche beseitigen sozusagen, also töten und die sammeln. Also gut.
Stay sharp.
Don't you go causing any trouble now.
Get it, boy.
Bist ein feines Hündchen, hä? Feines Hündchen. Oh.
When did you get so big?
So. Jetzt Ambriosa.
Come on.
Boom. Dup, 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 dup.
Thanks, girl. Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against.
Get him.
Hä? Ups, ich wurde betäubt. Und Skorpionfleisch erhalten. Oder wunderliches Pfeilchen, wie auch immer.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad.
Ein Pluszeichen bedeutet, dass ich was Zusätzliches bekomme, oder? Zusätzliches. Bin mal gespannt. Aber erstmal mache ich mal das hier fertig. Juan oder Yuan? Ivan? Ich weiß nicht, wie man den Namen ausspricht. Ich habe den gerade auch nicht mehr richtig gehört.
Did you find,
I did indeed.
Marvelous! Let's see.
You wouldn't be wrong. But that's...
Into the pot it goes, I suppose. What?
Mal sehen.
I present Chance's Stew, risen once again from the ashes of obscurity.
Okay.
Grab a spoon, Sid. Let's eat while it's hot.
I'm
Ja, gute Entscheidung.
Well,
Sieht nicht so gerade appetitlich aus.
I've licked the bowl clean. Your loss.
Oh je.
Odin's teeth. What assault on the senses. It's like choking on swamp water. and yet, Up through the pungency, there rise complex, meaty notes. It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught of flavours, but never have I tasted anything so fine. Thank you, Sid. Thank you.
You're, welcome.
I must share this gift. I won't a single mouthful, and Molly will be breeding scorpions of her own.
I'm sure.
Level 27.
I could have sworn we had a few more.
How did we never
There
hear
are new
about these
billets being
guardians of the
posted
flame?
every... Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself. And if I'm honest, he ain't been for a while. Look, normally it only takes a couple of drinks to perk him back up, but not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both bent his ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what you say?
Fine.
Na gut.
Knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. Hello?
All right. Now, wait a bit, then...
How may I help you today, Clive? You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Das war jetzt Sonnenfahrt Sandbreck, hä? Sonnenfahrt Sandbreck, also. Sonnenfahrt Sandbreck. Muss ich mir merken.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Cameron.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like every clumsy shit.
Oh.
I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got
Dein
what you
Stolz
came
wurde
for.
zu sehr zerstört.
Now piss off.
All right. We're going.
Dennoch arbeitet er jetzt weiter.
I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of ale. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
Wo ist Karen? Ah ja, die ist ja direkt hier um die Ecke.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Makes all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends as much time out tracking beasties as he does working their hides.
I see.
He did tell me something, though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe... Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So, it sounds like going after that griffin might be the best chance we have of finding our roaming leatherworker.
I'll leave the hunting to you if you don't mind. While you get on with that, I'll ask around the markets. See if I can't sniff out who he is and where he's hiding.
Good idea. Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
I could have sworn we had a few more.
Wester Sandbreck. Aber erstmal will ich das hier machen. Sonnenfahrt Sandbreck. Aber wo ist das denn so, Mann? Das ist in Sonnenfahrt Sandbreck. Das ist Sonnenfahrt, also hier. Na gut. Muss ich wohl durchsuchen.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Look at this place. It's been
Let's go.
So, wo könnte sich das Vieh rumlaufen jetzt? Sonnenfahrt. Laufen wir mal in die Mitte.
Faster!
Ich glaube, das ist das Vieh, was ich gesucht habe. Ich wusste es. Garudas Überreste, würde ich mal sagen. Aruna.
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy.
Limit Break! Jetzt habe ich mal volle Kanne drauf. Autsch! Ich würde mal sagen, es ist erledigt. Puh. Keine Ahnung warum, aber ich mag diesen Wirbelsturm voll. Ich glaube, damit könnte ich was Vernünftiges herstellen.
Rest well. I know I will.
Okay. Ich glaube, ich sollte mal besser zurück. Ein paar neue Items holen.
That monster's taken quite a...
Well, don't just stand there gawping. You'll not find a better price than that.
Das war nicht so toll. Na egal.
It'd better all be here.
Viel zu teuer.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Das hört sich gut an. Ist aber richtig teuer.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you? And what can I do for you? Go on then. I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. You got out else? I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much.
Das brauche ich alles nicht.
Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Clive? I always thought... So, will it be? And?
So, gucken wir mal wieder auf dem Brett, was da halt steht.
How did we never hear about these guardians of the...
Westtor in Sanbreck, also Caer Novent. Also Sanbreck, Caer Novent, Westtor. Got it.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts? Come again. I may have more.
So, wo ist Caer Novent? War das nicht hier? Ja. Und wenn das Osten ist, müsste das doch Westtor sein, oder? Oder da? Da, Westtor. Da ist es. Ne, warte mal, lass mich überlegen. Komme ich überhaupt sehr schnell da lang? In der Richtung? Anscheinend muss ich hier sagen. Durch, wenn dann. Mal gucken. Okay, von dort aus kann man das nicht so rein. Das heißt, ich muss hier lang so durch. Schade. Das wird nervig. Na gut, du hast jetzt ich mein Schokobo Ambriosa habe.
Good day to you.
falsche Richtung. Und?
Ready, go?
Gutes Mädchen. So, los geht's. Ein paar schwarze Witwen, die mich nicht interessieren.
Help me, boy. Over here.
Griffins don't exactly make for easy prey. Let's hope our craftsman hasn't bitten off more than he can chew.
Aha, gefunden. Aha, da ist das Vieh. Der Griffin. Aber ehrlich gesagt sieht das mega niedlich aus. Ziemlich gut eigentlich. Yep. Ich hätte ja was ausgerüstet, um mich perfekt super krasses Ausweichangriff, Konterangriff zu machen. Jetzt gibt's auf die Mütze! Yep. Ouch. Jo, erledigt. Rotlegierung, schon mal was zum Schmieden. Schade um das Vieh.
Is something there, boy?
Oh, jemand wurde schwer verletzt. Naja, leichte Verletzung. Ne, der wurde leicht verletzt.
You all right?
Dare say I'll survive. That griffin caught me.
Ist doch nur
before I
ein
could get an
Kratzer.
arrow off. Must have lost sight of me in the grass, though. I'd be dead if it hadn't.
More likely than not.
The name's Camille. I'm a lowly leather worker, if you couldn't tell by the smell of me.
Not so lowly from what I hear. Do you remember selling to a merchant by the name of Karen?
She's not an easy woman to forget. Bought a cuirass from me after I lost my buyer. Quite taken with my work, as far as I recall. Didn't stop her bartering me down to a pittance, though. She sent you for a refund?
It's not her who sent me.
Well, consider me flattered.
You should be. He's a master of his art. And not an easy man to impress.
Blacksmiths are proud folk. It's a rare thing indeed for one to praise a glorified tanner. And I don't imagine an impressive swordsman like yourself would be getting your steel from any but the best. I'd dearly love to help a fellow craftsman, but...
Aber was?
Actually, I suppose you could give him this.
What is it?
Treated leather. Same stuff I used to make that cuirass. If your man's as skilled as he sounds, he'll know what he's looking at.
You sure?
Well, you did save my life. And thanks to you, I'll be going home with all the griffin hide I can carry. I'd say it's the least I can do. Short of showing him how to make the thing myself, that is. But there are rules against it. Secrets of the trade and whatnot.
In that case, I'll see that he gets it.
I'd be much obliged if you would. Right. I've got some greaves to make. You send your blacksmith my regards.
Will do. And thank you. Hopefully this will sweeten Blackthorn's mood.
Bin mal gespannt, ob der Schmied sich freut. Oder was anderes. Wie nennt man das? Neue Ideen einfallen. Oh.
Now feel good, boy.
Weltkarte wieder. Gucken wir mal. Ja, ne? Mega nett sogar. Du bist halt ein sehr treuer Gefährte.
How'd it go, Clive? Did you find him, or does the hunt continue?
I found him. And he asked me to give you this. Along with his regards.
Jetzt hör auf, Trübsal zu blasen und hau mal rein.
He said he wouldn't teach you how to work it, but that if you were as skilled as you sounded, you'd have no trouble understanding how it was done.
So that's his secret. Crafty bastard. He's layered and cross-grained it. Good few times, too. No wonder it's tough. And that's no ordinary oil he's used to get that finish. Oh, this is fine work. Even finer than I thought.
Er ist ja komplett begeistert.
Take your word for it. Just looks like leather to me. Still, I'm glad you're happy. Here, Clive. You didn't happen to catch the fella's name, did you?
Camille, I believe.
I thought as much. There ain't many leather workers in the realm daft enough to do their own hunting, see? And his name kept cropping up when I was asking around. Turns out he's from Tabor. And again, most leather workers are. But our friend Camille guards a long-held family secret, the details of which are the subject of some debate in the leather-working community.
Then we better keep this close to our chests.
Cool.
Listen, sorry for putting the both of you to all that trouble. Should have kept my moaning to myself.
Nah.
Still, I'm glad you found him. This has cheered me right up.
That was the idea.
Keine
Clive's
Ursache.
idea. Anyway, he did most of the work.
It's good to have you back, Blackthorn.
Just don't
Ja, jetzt wieder was Neues.
work like this. There's a reason he does his own hunting. He knows exactly what hides to look for. And that's how he gets them to layer up so nicely. And don't get me started on how much oiling this leather would need. But I reckon I can make something about as good. Something a Cursebreaker will have no trouble caring for. Anyway, enough narrowing. I've got work to be getting on with.
Looks like we won't be needing a new blacksmith.
As if there was a better one out there. Nah, it wouldn't have been the same anyway. No one spins a yarn like old Blackthorn in his cups. Right, now that's sorted, I've got duties to attend to. Thanks, Clive. You've given me my mate back.
So, bin mal gespannt, was ich da was Neues erhalten habe. Bauplan. Bauplan freigeschaltet. Du hast einen Bauplan für den Gurt der Drachentöterin erhalten. Mit Bauplan kannst du beim Plündern Anputz der Herstellung neuer Gegenstände freischalten. Na gut, das gucken wir mal sofort, ne?
What's that Folien, dear?
So, was brauchen wir da? Elektrum brauchen wir dafür. Aber wo kriege ich die denn überhaupt her? Irgendwas fehlt immer. Aber da steht irgendwas mit irgendeinem Monster oder so ein Scheiß, oder? Die ich erledigen muss. Ach, gucken wir mal später nach. Ich kann nichts verbessern oder so, oder was Neues herstellen, was für mich interessant sein könnte. Naja. Ich guck mal nach, ob wieder was, irgendwelche neue Monster aufgetaucht sind oder so. Also hier gibt es jedenfalls, ja okay, ein paar neue Sachen auf jeden Fall irgendwo. Post. Ah ja, stimmt, Post. Da sollte ich ja auch mal öfters mal vorbeischauen. Voll vergessen. Gibt ja immer neue Informationen und so weiter.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad. All the bloody dust.
Ja, hab da einiges. In Dominium nichts Neues. Ja, alle Hände voll zu tun, wenn man wirklich da alles beachten musste. Und schließlich ist ja Clive jetzt auch Sid, ne? Also der neue Sid sozusagen, weil der alte halt gestorben ist, ne? Durch den Kampf. Und ja, er muss die ganzen Arbeiten erledigen. Ah, einen gibt's noch. Der gebrochene Griff Rosaria. Der gebrochene Griff Rosaria.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. You earned this.
Notenrolle.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
Okay. Ein neues Musikstück, hä? Ah, der gebrochene Griff. Hier ist es in Eastpool. Da versteckt sich das Monster also.
Let's go. Run like the wind. Don't get surrounded.
Ich glaube, da ist das Vieh.
Thanks, girl.
Ratzenteufel.
Wild wyvern. Nice area. You're a fine hand.
Ups. Das war schlecht. Ja, ich habe wirklich nichts auf meinen Lebenspunkt geachtet. Nicht so schön.
Faster.
safe. Nothing.
Oh, der war knapp. Erledigt. Keine Glanzleistung, aber egal. Hauptsache das Vieh ist erledigt.
Hope there aren't any more of them.
Zurück ins Versteck. Hört man mich immer noch, wenigstens? Weil mein Mikrofon ist manchmal... Ja, okay, hört man mich.
How did we never hear about these Guardians of the Flame?
Alles erledigt bisher. Ja, das heißt... Muss ich gucken, ne, wann
Welcome to the
die
Patron's
nächsten kommen.
Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
205 Medaillen des Klerikers, düster, Wolfsfußrei.
Come again. I may have more for you.
So, was hat Vivian dazu sagen?
Back again, Lord Rosfield. I'm touched that you should find me such good company.
It is not your company, but your counsel that I seek on this occasion.
Ever the charmer. What will it be today, then?
The Iron Kingdom. I need to know what to expect.
You'll soon be setting sail for Drake's Breath, then, I take it. The mother crystal that rises from the boiling sea. There was a time when a true-blooded Rosarian had only to brave the waves to visit it. But then the Ironblood made their move. As you know, the Iron Kingdom rules over the islands to the west of Storm. Or rather, its church does. But this is not the pragmatic approach to state religion employed by the Holy Empire to manipulate the masses. No, the Iron Kingdom is the literal embodiment of the crystalline orthodoxy. And so, if one is to understand it, one must start there. As the name implies, the orthodoxy holds the mother crystals sacred, and they do not take kindly to heathens plundering the objects of their worship for the means to fill washtubs and light lamps with frivolous feats of magic. Indeed, the faithful consider ether a sinful thing, a poison no less. And to them, a dominant is an instrument of evil, albeit one they have proven only too happy to turn against their enemies. Some 80 years ago, in Northern Storm, Drake's eye collapsed. Soon after, in pursuit of ether, and with the Blight at their backs, the Northern Territories descended upon the Grand Duchy of Rosaria. And when the Shields of the Flame marched north to meet them, the Iron Kingdom spied an opportunity. A few short days later, the Crusaders landed on the island of Mount Drustanus, home of Drake's Breath, and plucked it from the Duchy's grasp. Rosaria tried to reclaim it, of course, but to no avail. I doubt more than a handful of Duchy men have set foot on its shores in your lifetime. Nor are they like to again, under the Empire's stewardship, meaning the Iron Blood will keep their island, and with it, the foothold they need to march on mainland soil when next they spy an opportunity. The Mother Crystal is both the object of the Iron Blood's worship and their gateway to the continent, making Drustanus the holiest of holy grounds, from which the Orthodox Crusade shall one day sail forth to claim the remaining Mother Crystals, or die trying.
My father and my grandfather both traded blows with the Iron Blood for control of Drake's Breath. Had things unfolded differently at Phoenix Gate, we would have sent our entire fleet against them.
But instead, they sent their fleet against Rosaria, sacked the capital, killed the men, and captured the women, including Jill. I'd say you'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge, Clive.
My only aim is to destroy the Mother Crystal. But thank you all the same. Not much else to do here. Let's see if Jill's ready.
Ja, sie muss sich der Vergangenheit stellen jetzt.
It will be over soon.
You ready?
I think so.
Jill. When you told me you had to come to terms with your past, you weren't talking about destroying Drake's Breath, were you?
No. I spoke of Imran, the leader of the Crystalline Orthodox. The man who made me do all those unspeakable things. I'm going to kill him. It's what I need to do to put the past behind me. What I need to move forward. And I know that I can do it. If you're there beside me.
Always.
And I'll be beside you, too. We'll bring down the Mother Crystal together. All while Sid looks on.
We'll make him proud.